Welcome to this week's featured game from the Tournament of Doom. I am Senior Doom, also known as Zach Roy, bringing you Arceus Flying Pikachu going up against Lugia. Now wait for it. Flying Pikachu. Flying Pikachu is back, and it is in every possible deck you can think of. So as we see the start here, Arceus Flying Pikachu, we are watching. They have the kind of a decent start here. They're going to get the Arceus down. It looks like they're going to get their Flying Pikachu down as well, which the Flying Pikachu is doing double damage to both the Flying Pikachu V and the Lugia. Now the Lugia list, it currently does not play anything to stop weakness. It does not play the Dunsparce. It doesn't play any other kind of card that probably even does exist to stop the weakness. So Flying Pikachu is a fairly strong card to have set up. As they go ahead and attach to it to possibly see the Thundershock and the Paralyze for 20, as we see the whole hand gets discarded by Professor's research. Did discard a double twin energy as part of that, so that will affect some of the play, but it does look like they're getting the Lugia set up, and they have two Archeops already in the discard. Probably the best start you could ask for from a Lugia deck. So the Pikachu probably coming with the Thundershock. Thundershock with a coin flip will paralyze. It does 20 base damage. Arceus here will probably look to evolve to Arceus VSTAR, which will prevent it from having any issues. Now our Arceus VSTAR deck, they do one choice belt. With the choice belt, they could KO the Flying Pikachu V and come very close and very quickly ahead, which is something that you kind of want. So now it's up to the for the Lugia player to decide: do they want to keep the Flying Pikachu V? Do you want to put the 20 damage, or did you want to try to risk the Lugia V? And then there's always the possibility here that they don't find the Arceus VSTAR. They don't find what they need. But I don't think that's going to be a problem here. See the Arceus go ahead and discard a Serena and the other Flying Pikachu to go ahead and get the Arceus VSTAR out with its ever-powerful ability, Starbirth, which should allow it here to be able to grab its double turbo energy and the choice band for KO. While at the same time preparing that Flying Pikachu V on the bench to be able to attack. Very, very strong turn 2 here. Getting the KO. Getting the Bidoof out, so it is now set up to be able to start drawing extra cards the next turn, and then even having the Serena for the possibility of maybe an easy KO on something else. So we'll see whether they get off the prize cards, which is nice as a lightning energy, and then on top of that an Ultra Ball, which could also allow for the VMAX to come into play. We do see the Lugia VSTAR with its ever powerful ability. So it's going to be able to bring two colorless evolutions from the discard pile. It doesn't have to be evolutions either. It can be regular. It can be regular colorless. We've seen that play before, where someone brings back a Miltank, and the Miltank comes in play, and then the person who spent all their time trying to get through it previously have now lost the opportunity to continue to do so. But with this deck, you're looking to bring in Archeops, you're trying to power yourself up, and they're looking to get rid of the Flying Pikachu V. Now, the Flying Pikachu V deck only plays one Ordinary Rod, and we'd already seen it discarded earlier. So after the loss of this Flying Pikachu V, they don't really have an extra attacker off of that, but they do play other Arceus. That's always a possibility. They do play Drapion. It can be an attacker, and they do play things like Manaphy, which can protect their bench. They'll probably definitely see the Arceus come down. We'll see Destrous Incisors from Bibarel. both Flying Pikachu VMAXs are there. Go ahead and see the discard of both of those, as we will see the return of 3 cards, and we see the Manaphy, which the Manaphy can become very, very important for this matchup. And we will see a discard of a Balloon or another Bidoof. Down, see the hard retreat, and then we will see the 210 damage to Lugia, or 180 actually. I apologize because they have the V-Guard energy on. And there's no energy in the deck for the Arceus V to have. So now our Arceus Flying Pikachu here, they need to find their other double turbo energy. They do have the Evolution Incense, which will give them the ability to find an Arceus VSTAR and be able to continue attacking, but they don't have everything else. We should see a KO from the Lugia this turn, though. They do also have access to Training Court and Path of the Peak for the Arceus Flying Pikachu. The Lugia Flying Pikachu currently only plays Lost Vacuum as its only counter stadium. So we definitely see the KO there. They have plenty of options to get out with the Bibarels. And they only have one more Arceus V-Star. We do see the Pal Pad. They have access to Marnie, access to Boss currently. See things come back into the deck, but we can't see the Rod come back into the deck. Probably see a Boss, and we'll probably definitely see the Professors. See a drop here. Professors. See the Yeet. So he's definitely looking for that DTE, which there it is. That come down. Now, I'd like to know how many... okay, now we just saw that go. I was going to say how many Arceus V-Stars they possibly still had. Would have been possible to bring it back. But we won't here. So we'll see the Trinity Nova. We'll see the KO. The Lugia is not going to have an easy way this turn to KO the Arceus. Oh, see, now there's the V-Star, but they had no other outs. But they do win about 2 turns. They don't have any more access to Choice Belt. And they have the access to the Yveltal. So we should be seeing the Arceus Flying Pikachu here lose, sadly. But we'll see the Lugia, my apologies, the Lugia Flying Pikachu take the win here. They didn't go to the oh, they're going after the fish. Okay, I thought they had a possibility to use the Yveltal here for game, but they went after the Lumineon and they took the victory. Now with that, here is the winning list. This here is Lugia Flying Pikachu. As you can see, it almost feels more like an Arceus Flying Pikachu. I spent probably more time confusing between the two than anything else, but I do kind of like it. It plays very similar. It has that same kind of tendency to go back and forth. Like you have your Mew outs, you have plenty of Mew outs. You have your Amazing Destruction, so you still have your out to something like Arceus Duraludon. You have your Amazing Shot Raikou for just spreading damage. I don't assume it's a straight Lugia counter, but it's there to spread damage. Pumpkin Pit is at least one stadium getaway. You have the One Lost Vacuum as another. A big Parasol to prevent effects. And the Burnett to hopefully be able to come through and go and get those Arceus in the discard a little bit easier. Now, the deck that we did watch, the Arceus Flying Pikachu, this one's a little bit heavier on the Drapion than we might see with them. But it's kind of still your same Arceus Flying Pikachu. It does have the Parasol, it does run the Path of the Peak. Still seems like a very solid deck out there. And we saw it had a very good week this week, the previous week, and it has a very strong start this week right now. So hopefully we'll see more of this. It could be a deck that's still out there as maybe a nice rogue deck, tier 2-ish, but hopefully we see more. With that was this week's featured game of the Tournament of Doom. Please like, comment, and subscribe here, and we'll bring you more next week. We keep looking for all the more out there decks that come through the Tournament of Doom. We get some, I would definitely say, not so much weird, but we get some good rogue decks that come through and get very, very good results. And I like to try to feature. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe because I'm so excited for the channel, and I'm saying that because that's just who I am.